the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. And for Cleveland, finally we get to stop talking about this team and actually get to see them in action. Feels like it's been a long offseason. The story of the summer. LeBron James leaves Miami, goes home to Cleveland, Shaq.
Yes, the King has returned. He said he wanted not just to lift the whole team, but the whole region, Ernie. He's back home. He's making an impact, something that's bigger than the game.
It was a huge story. Stop the presses, LeBron James going home. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Cavaliers to start out. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for Oklahoma City right now, ran outside at the three with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Perkins in at the center, filling out the middle. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Left side, Westbrook. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. Here's Irving. No good. Great D that time from Westbrook. Cavaliers on D.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
Now Irving. After Westbrook's missed three. Now Love inside. Irving kicks to Varejao. Irving passes to Varejao. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up. That doesn't go in either for Irving. On defense, Cleveland. Left side, Durant. Jackson dishes to Westbrook. And stolen by LeBron. LeBron left side. He feeds it to Waiters. Irving kicks to Waiters. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Varejao. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
He typically may not contribute a lot, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the ability to.
Cleveland on defense. 4-point game. Westbrook a screen on Waiters. Jackson passes to Westbrook. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
So much has been made about whether this is Durant's team or Westbrook's team, but in reality, I think it's both of their teams. I mean, Durant does what he does. He's an elite scorer, as is Westbrook. They couldn't be the team they are, the Thunder, without both of those guys being excellent and leading the way they do.
Free throw good, Westbrook. Yeah, guys, a lot of people thought that Durant would blossom with more of the offensive focus on him. But, Steve, the Thunder had showed they're not the same team and struggled when Westbrook was out.
Well, and it really shouldn't be a surprise to anyone because, Westbrook's an elite talent in this league. And you remove him from any team, it'll hurt. I think it was people speculating how much Durant could carry this team on his own. But, the fact of the matter is Durant needs Westbrook and vice versa.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Ibaka. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
The drive by James. Excellent use of the screen that time. LeBron's got 6 points.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Here's Westbrook. Knocks down the step back Jay.
Well, they finally connect with their 4th shot of the game.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach David Blatt. He knows one of the hardest parts on scoring against this defense has to do with their prolific shot blocker, Serge Ibaka. He told me he's one of those guys who can get in your head a little bit because he's so mobile. You often don't see him coming. And Kevin, you add in his great rebounding and ability to hit from mid-range, and he's always an X factor for them. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And here is LeBron, following the three from Kevin Durant. LeBron dishes to Love. James with it, guarded now by Durant. Outside Irving. Sinks the triple. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but it doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
Durant, no good.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they like that.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it's a collaborative style, and really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. Engaging his players and keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches to do when they're expected to always be in control and have the answers. He's got some great team leaders, too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style.
Well, Dion Waiters, a Philly kid, plays with a chip on his shoulder, Clark. Always a ton of confidence.
Yeah, but I like his edge and his chip, but I think sometimes his emotions get the best of him. When he gets frustrated, we've seen it affect his play and his demeanor on the court. Hopefully that's just a maturation thing with him because it could derail his potential if he doesn't get it under wraps.
And for Waiters, we've heard the rumblings. He's butted heads with coaches and teammates and he's dismissed from the practice. His name has been all over trade talks since he's been with Cleveland. But on the plus side, he's working hard to improve as a player. He's very gifted.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following Russell Westbrook's three. Here's Marion. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Marion's got his first 2 points.
I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice. You hear the question marks for Waiters, but still an awful lot of upside for this guy, in my opinion. He's got a great foundation offensively. He can make plays for himself and for others. I think his ceiling is really high as long as he stays hard-working and hungry.
And that one's good.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Cleveland leading by 4. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. Marion setting the pick for Waiters. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for Cleveland.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Now here's Lamb. He's guarded by Waiters. No good from Lamb.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And Waiters kicks to Dellavedova. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Marion setting the pick for Waiters. He kicks it to Marion. Pulls up on the wing. Rejected by Collison. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. From half court. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 7. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. with the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, Clark, Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve.
Thunder trailing by 7. You know, Steve, a lot of teams look at this Thunder franchise as a model, you know, of how to go about building a team that can compete for a title through the NBA draft.
Well, it's a good model to follow, but you need some luck, Kevin. I mean, Kevin Durant fell into their lap. If they don't get the second pick in the lottery, and if Greg Oden doesn't go first to Portland, none of this happens. So, yeah, great planning, and they've had a terrific effort to put all this together. But it really comes back to getting Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Lamb and Durant are the long athletic wings. Perry Jones out there with Steven Adams. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. Kicks to Adams. Passes to Lamb. Now the dish to Durant. Rejected by LeBron, but he recovers it. Durant, the pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Lamb. The three-pointer, no good.
You know, going back to touch again on the Thunder, really you couldn't have asked for a better scenario for a small market team to put together a roster like this. I mean, your core pieces, your cornerstone pieces, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, are all relatively young in their careers and seem to enjoy playing for each other. So they're going to be good for a long time.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Jackson against Irving. Marion up top. On the wing, Thompson. It's Miller on the wing. Irving drives in. The kick out to LeBron. Steps back and fires. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Well, they did have to deal with some small market repercussions, though, the Thunder I'm talking about. You know, they couldn't afford to pay James Harden. They had to make that trade. But I think they've dealt with it really well. They've added some nice pieces, and the Thunder obviously still one of the elite teams in the NBA.
Here's Jones following the basket by LeBron James. It's Jackson with the drive, and the basket good. Jackson's got his first points in this one.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Serge Ibaka is such a big piece of this Thunder team. Kevin Durant said, I really watched him grow as a man and definitely as a basketball player. He's grown by leaps and bounds. He's always thought like a champion. He works extremely hard. We're just happy to be around him. And guys, Ibaka, a great fit in the gym rat culture of OKC.
He sure is. Thanks, Doris. Now Jackson, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Shot from free throw range. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Jackson. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Marion, a screen on Durant. And they double up James. He dishes it to Marion. The feed to Irving. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Kyrie Irving 3 seasons ago was the only rookie in NBA history to shoot as well as he did from the three-pointers, the field, and the free throw line. There's no question about it. He is an elite shooter.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Thompson. Love comes in for Sean Marion. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Mike Miller. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Steven Adams. Baca comes in for Perry Jones. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Lamb. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Durant. 5 points in the game. Now the pass to Collison. The kick out to Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. He told his guys, when we've got the ball, let's take it right into the teeth of the defense. Attacking the basket is going to be their MO. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And so it's Cleveland with it. The Thunder making the shot. Love with the screen for Irving. And they double up James. Pass to Love. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Love's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 9. Ibaka dishes to Durant. The floater tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. Collison's got 4 this quarter.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way you've got to go. If you have good position, you've got to get after it and go for that second chance opportunity. Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
Thunder trailing by 9. 34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Westbrook against Irving. Collison with a screen on Irving. Here's Westbrook. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 11.
And the field goal percentage now up over 50%, so the offense coming around.
Yeah, Steve, I think that's a good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gates, but looking to regain some ground right now.
Waiters passes to James. Waiters dishes to Varejão, and the layup's good off the glass. Varejão's got the lead back up to 9 now for Cleveland. Here's Durant. Shot no good. And so that brings the first half to a close. Cavaliers lead by 9. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Scott, you had other weapons working offensively, but you specifically asked for more from Kevin Durant. What exactly are you looking for?
Well, he has to be aggressive in a setup. You know, Kevin's a terrific offensive player when he plays with the lower base, when he attacks off the dribble, but I thought he did a better job in that.
Coach, thank you so much. Guys, he wants him to play with force.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Good game for Westbrook. He's got 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And a lot of times, he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
The second verse is dedicated to the man who concerned with his friends in his team.
trailing by 9. You know, every year there are a handful of teams in the Eastern Conference that buck the trend against the West, and last year Cleveland was one of them.
And Kevin, as you said, most teams in the East struggled out of conference, but Cleveland was pretty solid against the West, and I think they'll be even better with LeBron.
Absolutely. Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao in at the 5 down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Irving. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Dishes it to Waiters. Shoots the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 9 points for Dion Waiters.
And for the Cavs, it didn't show up in the win column, but a lot of their losses to teams out west were close competitive games.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 11. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Well, really, it was against the Southwest Division they struggled. A lot of East teams struggled against those teams, though. 6 teams from the East had 1 or less wins against the division all season.
Always tough when the East goes out west. If you just look at the numbers, you are not seeing the real impact of Kendrick Perkins. I mean, he is just this mountain at the rim as a protector of the paint. And it really makes it hard for opponents to get easy shots because of his presence. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut back down again to single digits with those points from Westbrook. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. You know, Steve, with Perkins, the defense at the rim might be the best thing he brings to the table. He is a solid defensive player for sure all around, but his ability to make life miserable on inside shots is special.
Well, I think he's one of the elite low-post defenders in the league. You know, when he has to go against the big scorers down on the block, whether it's Tim Duncan or Hibbert, he does as good a job as anybody because of his strength and his intelligence, just understanding what he's facing night in and night out.
Here's Irving, following the score by Oklahoma City. Jacks up a 3. Again, Irving missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
And that one's good. Durant.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, they found that sweet spot between the paint and the three-point line, and they're knocking a lot of those shots down.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 10. Here's Love. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Love's got 6.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound, and once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. At this point of the game, always important to stay focused, and while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well, all 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question. Right. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. Look at Steve, guys, Gatorade shirt on.
He's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah, gotta love it.
The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Well, as an 81% free throw shooting team last season, and you can't find much fault with what they were doing from the line.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Serge Ibaka, the 24th pick by the Thunder back in 2008. From the start, Steve, his incredible work ethic has shown through.
No doubt, Kevin. He's become one of the best two-way players in the NBA. Excellent defender, can guard 4s and 5s. A terrific weak-side shot blocker. And that jump shot, that 17-footer, has given Oklahoma City the spacing that offense needs.
And for Ibaka, his offseason trainer also worked with Kevin Garnett. And he said that's who Ibaka reminds him of with his intensity and attention to detail and drill. And that's something that's overlooked. Being a perfectionist while you're practicing allows you to perform at a high level. He's the type that wants to do it again and again until he gets it right.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Miller's checked in, and then for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Now Love inside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And you know, you think about Ibaka's development. Part of his adjustment to the NBA initially was just learning the language. When he first was drafted, he barely spoke a lick of English, and now it's become his 5th language.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 13. Durant attacking, pulls it from the elbow, and he hits the jump shot. Durant's got 9.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. The screen from Thompson. They set the screen. Thompson sets the pick for Miller. Miller right side. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Durant kicks to Ibaka. Here's Lamb. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Ibaka with the ball. Picked up by Love. Adams' shot is good.
A sensational run has them on the brink of tying it up or even taking the lead all of a sudden.
Steve, quite a turn of events here. I mean, they really snapped into focus in a hurry and tightened up their game at both ends.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Steven Adams, he was taken 12th overall by the Thunder in the 2013 draft. You know, viewed as more of a project, but what an impressive start in his rookie season. I think he's the future in terms of the center position for Oklahoma City.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Morrow comes in for Kevin Durant. Dellavedova, the pass to Miller. Dellavedova kicks to Miller. Left side, Miller. Out to Marion. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
The Thunder were the 2nd best road team in the NBA last year. Normally a jump shooting team might have trouble on the road, but they are just that good.
When you can shoot like this Thunder team can, you can play outdoors, Steve, and still find a way to win it.
Yeah, I mean, playing on the road or on the moon, it wouldn't faze them regardless. Their 25 road wins is a testament to just how unflappable this club is.
And he's good on the second.
The Cavs were an all-out mess last year, and a lot of that was because of their depth. They just did not have the punch off the bench to keep leads or bring them back into games.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job. Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Mike Miller. Jones checked in for the Thunder.
And with the Cavs, their score differential for their reserves really tells the story. Just way too many points given away when that second unit came onto the floor. It was something they needed to address in the offseason, and they did.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 13. That's good. The Cavaliers leading. Feeds it to Dellavedova. Irving against Westbrook. Marion setting the pick for Irving. Marion outside. Pass to Dellavedova. Irving from long range. That is good. Irving's got 10 points. And for the Cavs, depth certainly won't be an issue this time around. A lot of changes and growth for them, resulting in a much deeper and talented roster.
And you know, Kevin, people still underestimate the importance of having a strong bench. The Cavs really struggled with that last year, but with LeBron starting and pushing former starters to the bench, they'll be in a much stronger position.
Marion, right side. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
The free throw drop for Shawn Marion. And the Cavaliers making a change here. And Shawn Marion drops them both. And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the 4th. Cavaliers ahead, up by 4. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. So the Thunder 5 right now. Ibaka at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. Reggie Jackson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
Now here is Irving. LeBron drives in. Irving against Westbrook. Irving kicks to Waiters. 3 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 12 points for Dion Waiters.
They are killing them with that 3-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Now here's Westbrook. Ibaka dishes to Westbrook. He feeds it to Jackson. He kicks it to Durant. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
LeBron against Perkins. Shoots from the elbow. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Well, a question you have to wonder as we watch LeBron play in his prime, should we be more in awe, Clark, of him from a historical standpoint? He has a chance, as many people think, to be the best of all time when he hangs them up.
He's right in that discussion. He's arguably already in the top 10. Actually, in my opinion, he is in the top 10. Clearly, right now, if he stopped playing, he'd be in the top 10 with a chance to be on some people's top 5 list. He's a once-in-a-generation kind of player, but so too were other Oscar, Wilt, Eldridge, and guys of that ilk. But I think it will be a long time before we see anybody quite like him in size, strength, speed, and skill.
Well put. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Scott Brooks was discussing with his players. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
You know, I'm thinking about if we should actually be more in awe of LeBron. I mean, it's just hard to imagine what he does almost on a nightly basis. Just some incredible things out on that court.
And fans and media have grown somewhat inured to LeBron's amazing play. Look that one up, folks. But I think deep down we all realize that we are watching something truly special when he plays and how he comports himself between the lines and outside of it. It's just a matter of really being able to recognize how he fits into the NBA's history books.
Anderson Varejao, a quality defensive center, great rebounder, moves his feet well, anticipates, plays with a ton of energy, and he's one of those irritants. He gets under a lot of guys' skin. Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
It's a pick by Love. Irving attacking. James, the pass to Irving. Fires for three. Shot is no good. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
And Varejao coming in to the league primarily as a defensive energy guy. He's expanded his offensive skill set and has made great improvement as a passer. From his rookie season to now, he's more than doubled his rate of assists.
And Varejao, a good decision maker, Steve, for a center. A 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio last year.
And he had a terrific season as a two-point jump shooter. You know, able to spread the defense out a little bit and operate from the high post.
That free throw, no good. Russell Westbrook returning last season from a torn meniscus suffered in the first round, Steve, of the 2013 playoffs.
Yeah, and you know, the injury ended up requiring 3 different surgeries over an 8-month span, so a real scare for the Thunder. Fortunately, you know, he came back and looked fantastic in the playoffs, and so there's less concern now over Westbrook's long-term health.
And he sinks the second.
And Westbrook is a player not only known for his explosiveness, but also his durability. He hadn't missed a game due to injury ever, dating back to high school. But a freak accident, that collision with Patrick Beverley, really took it out of his hands in terms of his consecutive games played streak.
Now here's Jackson after LeBron James's miss. Outside Jackson. In low to Ibaka. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And for Westbrook, the prognosis from his meniscus repair is supposed to be good. He certainly looked explosive. Here's hoping that knee remains healthy. You'd love to see a great player at his best.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Reggie Jackson is really strong and athletic, an excellent driver and finisher, especially when working off the pick and roll.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Ibaka against Irving. Raiders gets a wide open look. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And Jackson, a good three-point shooter at Boston College. But it seems, Steve, he's still adjusting to the NBA three-point range.
Well, last year he shot about 3 of them per game, Kevin. Made a little more than a third of his attempts. So he needs to shoot a better percentage from the corners in particular. But, you know, as a ball handler, he's a good setup man, good assist man, really good all-around guard.
Now, here is Irving, following the shot by Kevin Durant. Love tries again, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds. Wow, this game just a commanding performance. For Verjao, he has 9 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, and that's something that's important for him and his team. Getting a few extra points, knocking those free throws down, and helping your team any way you can.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Raiders on the wing, guarded by Jackson. 6 to shoot. And here's LeBron outside, and that one's good. LeBron's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, you gotta like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 7. 1:46 left in the fourth. .146 left here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook gets to Durant. Again, Oklahoma City.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Irving dishes to LeBron. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Irving passes to James. Irving kicks to James. 5 on the clock. And they double him up with LeBron. From past the arc.
He has not had the same focus he had in the first half. Really struggling here in the second.
Durant dishes to Westbrook. Jackson kicks to Durant. Left side Durant. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And that shot sucked the life out of the whole building.
Well, that was a big one, Clark. You can hear it.
Yeah, that was a gut punch right there. These fans, oh, man, they're struggling.
Now, here is Irving. Raiders on the wing. Off the screen. Connects!
Well, you can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And there's been zero effort defensively by both these clubs tonight.
And don't let that high score fool you. I mean, it's a product of poor defense more than great offense.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James kicks to Love. Wants to get it to Verjao, and does. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Verjao. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 6. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
I think they have to go for a 3 right now, don't you, Clark?
Yeah, I don't think they have any choice but to go for the 3, Steve.
For 3, Durant buries it from outside.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a 3-point battle like this.
So they foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but the foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
LeBron James. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up missing both free throws.
And a chance here to send it into overtime.
Need a three.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. And Clark, was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Kevin Love, and Kevin, a very big effort to come away with this game. What does it mean to the resiliency of this team to pull out a win like this?
We're just giving ourselves a chance to win. So, we're really just grinding it out as much as we possibly can. We're getting better every day. So, we're happy we got this win. I got to give it all to my teammates and my coaches.
Hard work pays off, Kevin. Great job. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying, see you next time, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.